Hello guys. As you know, we are currently living in the age of social media and content creation, and those people who actually control the media, those people who control big communities can actually control everything, right? And this is true for, for radios, for television, for all the social media, YouTube, Reddit, Discord, and so on and so on. And the big issue is, I mean, that was always an issue, right? When people control the communities, there are communities which, for example, we have official Discords, we have official Reddit communities, right? Like WoW Classic. There are like 30,000 people here, right? And if you can control what people say, right? Those who control the information can control everything, right? And this is actually a huge issue, especially when you turn things into a business, when you try to control things, right? People have no idea. People really have no idea, right? And this goes way beyond anything, right? Even their companies, right? For example, we had this thing at World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft was at one point more popular than Facebook, right? And this game was made 15 years ago, but companies are still making money from World of Warcraft today, right? Even though they didn't make it, people 15 years ago made the Warcraft for them, right? They put in so much love and so much effort. But now people who are making money from World of Warcraft are not even working at these companies anymore, right? And a lot of people who pretend like we care so much, or they censorship people, they're just there to make money, right? Deep down, I still wanna believe, as a gamer, as a content creator, I still wanna believe there is a lot of love there, right? And these companies can say this is bad because of community, but World of Warcraft is typical example, right? They make tokens, and they say it's only for the community, right? To prevent gold buying, right? When they literally make gold, they literally make money from selling tokens. They mismanage the servers to the point that the game is almost dying. We need to pay $50 for a single character boost, right? Which totally destroys, most people then never experience the late game content. People are not coming back, they are not theory crafting, right? World PvP is practically dead. World PvP interaction, a big part of the game, is missing because most servers are so unbalanced when it comes to faction, right? EU, the biggest region, still doesn't have a single balanced PvP English server, right? And these two are probably the sole two biggest reasons why World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King and Classics are doing poorly, right? No matter how much they blame the community or anything, right? Those same people who are Reddit mods, right? Who are mods of such communities also push their agendas, right? And if you talk bad about them, they just ban you. And censorship is still one of the biggest issues of social media, right? It's the same if you call out every TikToker or every YouTuber who makes shorts, right? They usually use countless of fake promo accounts to boost their videos. But if you call them out, they just ban you from their channels, right? I mean, sometimes, I agree you have to have some moderation for non-related content or for toxicity, but that's often is abused, right? In so many forms. And we really need to go back to understand everything. There are so many videos currently going around, right? When some people, they use the... it's so hard. And some of these videos here really open the mind how business is connected, everything. How people are making money, right? I mean, at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with trying to make money out of something you love, right? That's the dream of every content creator. But then people push it way too much. They have direct links with the Blizzard officials. They are the moderators of these big Discord and Reddit communities that have 30,000 members, and they push their agendas. They even ask to ban people, right? And this is not okay, right? But it's hard to support Blizzard these days. The mismanagement of the servers, they're there just to make money, it seems. The law has been lost, and I think this is from the companies, right? A lot of these companies see so much money to be made in gaming, and they just do that, right? And Blizzard is, acting here like they're something special when they're also done. They're just trying to get some money from the pie like everybody else, right? And if these companies would manage the game properly, right, we wouldn't have to deal with such issues. Everybody could make money. Everybody could get something out of making a content and content creation. So it's, at the end of the day, it's all this company's fault, right? They don't know how to manage their games properly. They don't know how to manage their communities properly. I think a lot of these actions were all also made in a good will, right? It was not everything just to make money, but sometimes it makes you wonder, right? Maybe I'm just being naive, right? But I think not. A lot of these guys, I think, also love the game very much, and now that this game is doing poorly because of the mismanagement of the companies, people are trying and being desperate to get any money how they want, so we can actually survive at the end of the day, right? But it really makes you wonder, right? And I never really liked censorship so much. I was never toxic to somebody, but I still got banned because I was calling out people, right? And that's how it is. This is the biggest problem with social media. Those who control the social media, those who control these big communities can control everything. And at the end of the day, Blizzard should be the one, as a company, they should be the one who control such big communities like WoW Classic Reddit or WoW Discords, right? They should be the one to have official public figures who manage such communities, right? And these Blizzard officials should listen to the community, not special representatives. You have to make public pools, right, or something like that. You have to make public videos. Blizzard as a company, for example, and there are thousands of more such companies, could do much better, right? I know America, at the end of the day, it's also America's fault, right? The health insurance, they have to pay for every health, right? This is just America. It's a huge business and it's everywhere, right? Media is a big business. YouTube is a big business. And a lot of Americans are so worried about their health, they have to do such things. And at the end of the day, we just want trying to survive. And, America, they don't even have health issues. They have police issues. But we have such issues everywhere in the world. So, we have to be fair here. But I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way when few YouTubers, when few social media guys control everything, right? I mean, it has been always like that, right? It has been always, it's a huge business. We have to find the balance, right? We have to change things, we have to admit mistakes, and we have to move on, right? Just firing people is not a good idea. Maybe just do things better, right? But at the end of the day, it's all about companies. Companies should be one who make example, right? They should do things right, and then the public will follow, right? Companies need to do proper, So that's how it is, I watched a lot of this video from Alex. He makes very good videos from, some of these videos are really nice to watch, right? And I think we shouldn't take everything from one guy too seriously, but I think it's very important for such people to exist so they can put in the discussion and ground some of these guys, right? To okay, that's a lot too much. We have to calm down and do for the better, right? Somebody has to call them out, right? So we have to ground ourselves and try to be fair and grounded, right? But at the end of the day, it's the company's job to make the games and communities better, right? If the company mismanage the communities to the point that we have to deal with such issues, right? It's kind of sad. There are so many people who love such games, right? But when even officials only care about money and they mismanage the games to the point that people, it's sad, right? And if they would manage things better, they could make more money, right? But they're not even good as a company, right? Because they don't know how to manage their property properly, right? I mean, come on. And these days social media is so big that You think somebody would actually go through every comment and try to it's impossible to find, like, social media these days is so huge and so hard to control, right? But so imagine you know, like, this is insanity, man. Like, but I think it's very important that we talk about such things so we can do better, right? At the end of the day, right? If somebody pushes too much, you know, we have to call them out. But the issue again is here, censorship, right? When people can just remove your comments, then everything becomes so much more. You can control the perspectives of millions of people, right? If you are a Reddit mod, if you are a Discord mod, you have the power to control thousands of people, right? And if you wanna understand something, we have to look at the both sides. We have to take time. We can't just make too rash decisions, because the next day we're gonna see a new side of it, right? So it takes time, and sometimes we don't have time to do with such things. So, you know. So I hope you guys have a good day. I just really wanted to put that out there, you know. It's like, it's really interesting actually, right? But kind of sad. But it gotta be.